Hi guys. So I'm sorry if the image is not very good. I'm testing a new camera, and also I am cold, so I'm wearing a snuggie. No ad. I would like to thank you first to all of you who watched the last video, and for all the kind words that I received, and also for those of you that felt comfortable enough to share your story with me. That is very important to me, and I don't want you to think that you're burdening me by telling me your story. That's what I'm trying to do here. That's why I made this channel. It's for people that suffer from these kind of illnesses that are invisible, to talk to each other and to feel like they're not alone, and also for their families, because this is a very hard situation for everybody involved. Families, boyfriends, girlfriends, partners, doesn't matter. It affects everybody. And that's what I would like to talk today. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about discrimination, because it's hard dealing with someone who has this kind of illness. First, because I feel like we don't feel comfortable talking about it because of a bit of discrimination that surrounds these illnesses. Just because you can't see it, people think that you're fine and that you should act like you're fine and do everything like normal people should do. The thing is, we get tired, we're in pain. Sometimes we get cranky because we're in pain, or cranky because we're tired, and we get cranky because we can't understand how you can't understand that we're tired. So it's all of that, and nobody is to blame here. But the thing is, in the family setting or with your partner or something, you can explain that to them. But at work, for example, or outside in the society, you can't really explain that to just everybody you walk down the street and see. And people don't understand it. There should be more awareness to it, because people are making a lot of effort to pretend like they're totally fine. And at work and at school, and everything. So yeah, I think that society needs a little bit of awareness when it comes to invisible illnesses, may they be mental or physical. And also the workplaces. I've had a few problems in the workplace due to what I didn't know was my illness. And people sometimes they just think you're lazy, or sometimes they just think that you're trying to escape work. For example, on my last job, one of the things they told me was, "Why do you go to the bathroom so much?" That was the only time that I would actually stand up and leave my work post. It was to go to the bathroom, and that's due to the anxiety. So I have like an anxious bladder. Let's put it at that. And well, I go to the bathroom often. I do. I've had boyfriends tell me that you go to the bathroom way too much. Even my mom tells me that. But it's true. I pee a lot. And it's not something I can control. It's physiological. And it's not in my head, because I actually have pee to come out. This is embarrassing. But yeah. So there are other things that you can't control. Sometimes it's a tick. Sometimes it's a gesture. Sometimes you need to crack your back. Sometimes you need to crack your fingers. And those are things that people don't know, but might be related to an illness, might be related to something that is not just a whim. Some people get really tired. I sometimes get very tired, just out of the blue. I can get tired just going up the stairs. It's like 10 stairs. And it seems like I ran a marathon. And sometimes I just get tired existing. And yeah, it could be depression. Depression causes that. I found out fibromyalgia causes that. Because I think it's because the tension the muscles are in, because of the pain. So yeah, there are many symptoms involved when it comes to those kind of illnesses. And we all need to be a little more, it's kind as well, but understanding towards other people. I know this might sound cliche, but it's true. You need to be a little more understanding because you never know. It could be, someone could be cranky because an illness, because, their toe hurts, something like that, or because their head hurts. I think there is discrimination because if you talk about that in the work environment, they might tell you that you're not suited for the job because you have that. So you tend to hide it. I've done it. You hide that you have an illness so nobody can accuse you, or nobody can say like, well, we won't give you the job because you have an illness. They won't tell you that. But between a normal person and someone with an illness, they're probably going to choose the person with no problems at all, or the person who says that they have no problems. Also, that's your private life. You don't have to share that with anyone if you don't want it. And nobody has the right to go after that information and throw it in your face, and nobody has the right to use it against you. Because you have the right to work, to be happy, to have a family, to have everything you want. And they can't take that away from you just because you're ill. Right? I mean, I think we all agree to that. But it happens. It happened to me in my last job. And I know it happens to a lot of people. And I know I've done it. I've hidden that from all the jobs I've had. I mean, you can't even say that you have depression. Why? Because people will think that if you have depression, you're not mentally strong enough to do a job, or you're going to break down, or they automatically think that you're going to fail. Really, we do not need that pressure. So please don't pressure us. I don't know if you felt the same, but I have. I felt that. I actually had a superior tell me they found out that I had depression and anxiety because they went to my medical records and they confronted me with that. And they told me that I wasn't strong enough mentally to take care of my family and to do my job well, which I don't think they should be the judge of that. I don't know if that has happened to you. Please let me know if this is something that has happened to you. I was very shocked when that happened and when the bullying started. But after that, they bullied me so much that I actually had to quit. I couldn't do it. It got to a point that I was scared of my superior. I would actually tremble when I saw her because she kept pointing fingers at me and telling me I was doing everything wrong, things that wasn't even my job. So yes. And I think that society needs to know more about these, because diseases like rheumatoid arthritis, autoimmune diseases, lupus, you don't see it. First, it's none of your business. Second, if it's affecting someone's job, you should be kind enough and gracious enough to talk to them about it without accusing them of being lazy or of not being able to do their job right. Just talk to them and know what's going on. Try to understand what's happening. It could not even be an illness. It could be that someone has had a bad week. It could be that there's trouble at home. that you had trouble with your car or something and you're feeling a little edgy. So, just try to be more understanding and try to be kind to people, because they might be going through something that you don't know. And people are very easy to judge people. For some reason, we think that we know everything. And I'm guilty of that too. Judged people. I'm not saying I haven't. So I'm talking against me. That we all need to make an effort. And being diagnosed with this made me aware, and listening to other people's stories made me aware of that, because most of you felt comfortable talking to me in private. I noticed that they don't feel comfortable commenting posts or something like that. They only feel comfortable talking about it in private, and that is perfectly fine. And I am grateful that you actually were comfortable enough to talk about it with me, right? But that's the thing. I would like to see society change and the world change to a point that we actually can be honest and open about that, and open about how we feel about certain things without being attacked or labeled. That would be beautiful to see. Please let me know if you have. Write down in the comments or just DM me on my Instagram. I try to answer. I may take a while. I'm going to be honest. I may take a while. I get overwhelmed and tired. So I need to stop. Then my hands hurt if I type too much on the mobile. So sometimes I take a little bit to answer, but I will answer you. And know that it's very important to me that you're sharing your story with me. And that's why I'm sharing my story with you guys, so that you feel comfortable doing so. And so that hopefully one day we'll feel comfortable being open about those things that bother us without someone telling us that we're weak or that we need to be stronger or braver. We're all doing our best. But just try not to be a jerk to each other. And you're in a good path. I try to do videos every week. So if there's something you'd like to discuss, maybe I can do an Instagram live or a YouTube live. I think they have YouTube lives, right? Yeah, so let me know, okay? And eventually in the future, when my mom feels better about the diagnosis, I'm going to bring her in to talk about it, and also to talk about our experience as caregivers to my grandma and my grandpa who had dementia and rheumatoid arthritis. And that's a big thing, because families go through a lot, and partners, because they see the other person suffering, and it affects every relationship you have. So yeah, I think that's a big issue, and I would like to discuss that with you and with my mom. Thank you for watching. You're a bunch of sweethearts, and I hope to see you on the next one. Bye.